There's a silent thief that robs us every single day. It doesn't steal money or possessions, but it takes away something far more valuable. Our time, our potential. You don't hear it coming. It whispers in your ear. Sleep a little more. Start tomorrow. There's always time. This thief has a name. Laziness. It has destroyed more dreams than failure ever did. Now imagine this. You're a hard-working person. At least you used to be. But comfort slowly crept in. The habit of postponing things became a pattern. And until one day you wake up and realize half your life has slipped away. This is the story of Koso, a village farmer. He wasn't evil. He didn't harm anyone. But he had one dangerous flaw. He was lazy. And when he finally met the Buddha, the truth hit him harder than any storm. This is his journey from darkness to light, from laziness to purpose. And along the way, we'll uncover 4 powerful lessons from the Buddha that can awaken even the most sluggish soul. The man who always had tomorrow. Koso lived in a peaceful village near the Ganges River. He owned a small patch of land, inherited from his father. It was fertile, blessed with sunlight and rain. Everything he needed to thrive was there. But Koso had a habit, a dangerous one. He always said, "I'll do it tomorrow." Planting seeds? I'll do it tomorrow. Fixing the broken fence? Tomorrow. Selling the harvest? Maybe next week. His wife, Mira, a kind and hard-working woman, often reminded him, "Koso, the seasons won't wait for you." But Koso would stretch, yawn, and say, "Why rush? Life is long. There's time." Soon the weeds grew taller than the crops. His roof started leaking. His debts piled up. Neighbors prospered while Koso sank into deeper poverty. But he still believed in his magic word, tomorrow. The day Buddha came. One morning, word spread like wildfire. The Buddha is coming to the village. Everyone gathered under the banyan tree where the Buddha would speak. Nay, even Koso, curious but sluggish, dragged himself to the gathering. He stood at the edge of the crowd, yawning, arms folded. The Buddha arrived. His presence was calm, radiant, and deeply still. He looked at the villagers and said, "There are 2 kinds of people in this world, those who are awake and those who are asleep, even with open eyes." Koso chuckled to himself. What does that even mean? But then Buddha's words pierced deeper. Laziness is the warm bed where suffering is born. It seems harmless, but it is the root of regret. A man may live 80 years. But if he wastes his days in delay, he truly lives only a few. Koso's smile faded. "You think you have time," Buddha said, "but time is fire. It burns every moment you waste." These words struck Koso like thunder. He wasn't just hearing them, he was feeling them. Each sentence was like a mirror, showing him his wasted years. That night, for the first time, he didn't sleep, awakening the spirit. The next morning, something changed. Koso woke before sunrise. He went to his barren field and stared at it. The weeds mocked him. The soil had hardened. But for once, he didn't say, "Tomorrow." He grabbed his tools and started working. His neighbors were shocked. Mira watched silently, tears welling in her eyes, not of sadness, but hope. Days turned to weeks. Slowly, the field began to breathe again. One day, he met the Buddha again and bowed before him. "Lord, I wasted so many years. Can I still change my fate?" Buddha smiled and replied, "Just as a lake can be stirred into clarity even after being muddy, your life too can find purpose if you begin now." The 4 lessons on laziness from the Buddha's teachings. Lesson 1. Laziness begins in the mind, not the body. A man may be strong in body, but weak in will. The true strength is in the mind's discipline. Buddha taught that laziness starts with thoughts. Thoughts like, "It's too hard. I'll do it later. I need to rest a bit more." These thoughts seem harmless, but they build walls between us and our goals. Action. Watch your thoughts like a guard at a gate. The moment the mind says, "Later," ask, "Why not now?" Lesson 2. Every delay feeds regret. Regret is a fire that burns quietly until it consumes the heart. A wise man acts before the flame begins. Buddha reminded his disciples that time is precious. Once it's gone, it doesn't return. Koso realized this when he looked back at his wasted years. Action. Treat time like gold. Even 10 minutes used well can change your life. Create a daily habit of doing one thing without delay. Lesson 3. Effort is the path to peace. No path to peace or happiness is built on laziness. Only effort clears the road. Laziness might feel peaceful, but it brings anxiety. The more we delay, the more stress we carry. True peace, Buddha taught, comes from effort, from knowing you're doing your best, even if the results take time. Action, celebrate effort, not just results. Each small step, waking early, reading, helping someone, is progress. Lesson 4. Right action over easy action. The fool chooses what is easy. The wise choose what is right, even when it's hard. Buddha never promised that the right path would be easy. He only promised it would be worth it. Kosal used to choose naps over farming, but when he started choosing work, his life transformed, not overnight, but steadily. Action. Each day ask, am I doing what is easy or what is right? Choose the right action at least once every day, no matter how small. The harvest of changes. 1 year later, Kosal stood in the middle of his field. Green crops swayed in the wind. The land that once mocked him now fed him. The villagers respected him. Mira smiled more. But more than that, Kosal respected himself. He still had moments of tiredness, days when the old voice said, rest today. But now he had Buddha's voice in his mind too. You are not your past, you are your present effort. He bowed to the rising sun and whispered, not tomorrow, today. Arise, be diligent. With purity of heart and constant effort, one can transform even a life of failure into a path of freedom.